Hello, welcome everyone. It's Julie here, and it is an absolute privilege to share my practice with you. For today's practice, there are no props needed. If you would like to have a block or if you got a furry friend, feel welcome to bring them along. Otherwise, take your time to get settled and let's get started. For today's practice, we're going to work on the words Sthira and Sukha. Sthira means steadiness and Sukha means ease. And with that, we're wanting to feel that we can feel quite grounded in our body, find this steadiness in our mind, being able to adapt to the changes that evolve and naturally happen in this life, and take it with ease. So with that said, let us begin laying down on our backs, allowing your legs to spill out nice and long and letting your arms relax down at your sides. Finding this steadiness and this ease within the body. Creating a long centered line from tailbone through to crown of head, where the body feels like it can root down onto the earth. Take another full breath in, just landing in this space. And a full breath out. Staying down on your back, bring your right foot against your left inner thigh, opening the knee to the side in a reclined tree pose, flexing through your left toes like you're standing on your left foot. And reach your arms long overhead, clasping onto your left wrist and pull the left side body as long as you can, creating as much space as you can behind your left armpit and through to your left heel. And then start to tilt over towards the right corner of your mat, finding even more space. Throughout this practice, we're going to work towards this pose, this tree pose that we're in a reclined fashion. Coming back to center, and then gather the right knee into your chest, starting to circle your right ankle, maybe moving the right knee and hip around. And then drawing the right thigh across your body. And the tree pose is a beautiful representation of this Sthira and Sukha, as it is all about being rooted and connected to the earth, but also being able to bend with change, not fighting it, but moving with it, allowing it to grow even more steady with each obstacle that arises. And it is also able to reach with its branches for more. Take another deep breath in and a deep breath out. Coming back to center and crossing your right foot over your left upper thigh, coming into a seated figure, or laying down figure four, I should say. Planting your left foot on the earth. Take a full breath in. And then exhale, lift the hips up to the sky. Lower the hips down, breath in. Exhale, lift the hips up to the sky. One more, lower down, breath in. Exhale, lift the hips up to the sky. Feel the strength through your legs, through the back body. Lower the hips back down and kick and extend your right leg long. Open your left knee out to the side into this reclined tree. Left knee is winged out to the side, foot against your inner thigh. Flex through the right foot and then reach your arms overhead, clasping onto your right wrist. Stretching out the right side body, deep breath in. Then tilting over to the top left corner of your mat, creating a little bit more space through the right side body. Take another full breath in. and out. Coming back to center, gather your left knee into your chest and start to circle your left ankle, your left knee around, feeling into your hip and through your limbs. Then when you're ready, gathering your left knee and draw it across your body over to the right-hand side, finding your spinal twist. Feeling a long line strung out between your right heel and crown of head as we revolve along this axis here. One more breath in and out. Slowly coming back to center, finding your figure 4 on your back, left foot over the right upper thigh, hands by your waist. Pressing down through your right foot, take a full breath in. Exhale, lifting the hips up. Inhale, lower the hips down. Exhale, lift the hips high. Once more, lower hips. Exhale, lift the hips nice and high. Lower the hips back down, release the left foot and cuddle both knees tightly into your chest. You can rock a little more side to side, just making sure that back is feeling nice and free. And then slowly rocking either up and down the central line or rolling to one side. We're going to come all the way up and over into a 4-point kneeling pose. Hands come forward in line with your shoulders, knees back in line with your hips. Flowing through a cat and cow stretch. Inhale, cow pose. Open the heart. Exhale, cow. Rounding the spine, chin to chest, doming through your upper back. Inhale, cow pose. Open. Exhale, dome and round. Feel this strong connection to the earth through your hands, through your shin bones. There's this essence, I can't say words properly, of being able to bend and move around this foundation. Feeling its freedom to be able to move and explore within the parameters of this body, of this life. Good. Inhale, shifting your weight forward, finding a low plank. Exhale, lower slowly all the way down onto your belly. Elbows snuggle beside your rib cage as we come down through chaturanga. Hands stay beside your lower rib cage and roll your shoulders back, low cobra, lifting just the upper chest off the ground. Exhale, lower. Inhale, low cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale, maybe high cobra, keeping your hips on the ground, elbows stay bent. Coming back to child's pose, knees wide, big toes touch, lowering your third eye down towards the mat, bottom back to the heels. Again, feeling this strong connection to the earth. Perhaps you might like to find a mantra that you can recite in this practice. Something along the lines of, I am steady, or I found ease. On your next breath in, shifting your weight forward to all fours, tuck your 10 toes under and finding our first downward facing dog. Fingers are splayed and lifting your hips high and back. You might like to take a little walk through your heels. Just enjoy stretching out through the backs of your hamstrings, through your calves, through your hips, through your spine, and a little more. And keeping your downward facing dog, find some stillness now, some steadiness. Focusing on creating as much length as we can, as much growth as we can from fingertips through to tailbone. How long can you stretch out this line whilst keeping your shoulders away from your ears? And perhaps see how long you can create the line between your heels and your hips, tightening behind your knees. Feeling the groundingness of this pose, the length of this pose. Take another full breath in And a full breath out. Softly bending the knees, looking forward towards your hands, and slowly walk to the front of the mat, finding a forward fold. Lift your toes up and slide your palms underneath the fronts of your feet. Knees can take a very generous bend, and give your palms a nice little wiggle around with your toes. Just loosening and warming them up, getting on to all sorts of meridian points within the palms. Continuing to breathe deeply in and out. And releasing the hands from beneath the feet and lower the hands towards the earth. Finding a half lift, tighten the backs of the thighs, point the crown of the head forward, shoulders back. Exhale, soften and bow deeply over the thighs. Reaching the arms forward and up to the sky. Take a full breath in, gathering the energy up. Exhale, bring your hands towards your heart space and down by your side, mountain pose. Palms shine forward, roll your shoulders back and down. Take a moment now to rise onto your tippy toes and then lower your heels, lift your toes and splay them out nice and wide, creating a big firm base in your feet. Or maybe allow your eyes to soften or close and feel your feet pressing down into the earth, really rooting down into the ground here. Pulling up through our knees, calves, pulling up through our thighs, our hips, finding as much length as we can through the spine, all the way through to the crown of the head. Shoulders are melting back and down. There's this sense of strength, this steadiness within the body, this grounding, whilst also being open to change, being open to growth. And there is an ease here within this shape, an ease of the breath. Take another full breath in, just feeling into this steadiness and this ease. Sthira and Sukha. On your next breath in, reach the arms up to the sky. Exhale, bow deeply over your thighs to the ground and fold. Half lift, breath in, lengthen the spine, gaze forward. Exhale, step your left foot to the back of the mat and lower the back left knee down to the ground. Right knee is in line with your ankle, finding your low lunge. Drag your right inner knee forward and open your chest, your hips and your heart. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, half split, straightening your right leg, flexing the toes and tighten behind the right knee, dragging your right hip back in space. Shifting your weight forward back into runner's lunge, breath in. Then kicking your left foot around to the right side of the mat, finding our gate pose, hands frame the left long edge of the mat and press the right outer border of your foot down onto the ground. Inhale, reach your right arm up to the sky, open the chest, stacking your shoulders. Exhale, lower the right palm back down. Left arm reaching up, breath in, might not open as high, feeling into your inner groin. Exhale, lower the left palm down. Pushing down through the hands, big step of your left foot, opening into a wide-legged fold, wide straddle. Toes turn in slightly, heels slightly wider, and bow deeply over your thighs. Tightening behind your knees, hands might like to hold onto your ankles, keeping the wrist joints long and bend the elbows wide. Tightening behind the knees and drawing your tailbone to the sky, feeling like you want to trip up your feet with your hands, pulling yourself through. Stay for just another full breath in and a full breath out. Lowering the hands back down in front of you, finding a half lift, breath in. Lengthening the spine. Now turn the toes and knees out, sinking into a deep goddess squat while keeping your hands down. So knees shine out towards the baby toes and sit as low as you can. You might like to rock a little side to side, feeling into your hips. And then again, staying low, reach your fingers out long, stretching out your spine, almost like you're in a child's pose. See how much length you can create from your fingertips to your tailbone whilst bending the knees wide. One more breath in and out. Walking your hands back underneath you, sweep the arms wide up to the sky, big star pose, inhale. Turn your left toes in, right toes forward, warrior two. So right knee and toe points forward, left raise edge parallel. You might shimmy your stance a little wider to find this shape. Beautiful, gazing over your right middle finger, shoulders back and down. Flying warrior, straighten the right leg, palms touch, inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Twice more, feeling into the back left foot, inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Now listen up, we're going to shift to the back left foot. Inhale, all the way to the back. Bring your hands to your heart. Keep your weight on your left leg, tight behind your left knee, and lift your right leg into Stalk pose. Pushing down through your left big toe, pull up through your knee, and find a steady gaze. Nice. Taking one more full breath in and a full breath out. Stepping the right leg wide, sweep the ground to runner's lunge, front of the mat. Keeping the back left knee lifted, easy twist, right arm reaches up to the sky, stack your shoulders. Now you have the option to lower your left knee down or keep it lifted as we step our right foot back, finding a side plank. Finding the strength, the steadiness, and the ease within the shape. One more breath in. Exhale, plank pose. Lower your knees down to the earth and take a vinyasa, lowering your arm through chaturanga, elbows scrape the sides of your ribs. Roll your shoulders back, cobra, lower high. Then flipping up over the toes, downward facing dog. Take a full breath in here in your downward facing dog. Full breath out, feeling the strength, the length, the grounding, the ease. Inhale, soften the knees, look to your hands. Exhale, walk to the front of the mat and forward fold. Find a half lift, lengthen spine, gazing forwards. Exhale, bowing over your thighs and fold. Arms to the sky, breathing in. Hands come to heart and down by your side, mountain pose. Second side, reach the arms to the sky, breathing in, feel the grounding. Exhale, fold over your thighs. Half lift, breath in. Step your right foot to the back of the mat and lower your back, right knee down. Left knee in line with your ankle, open the chest, low lunge, dragging your left inner knee forwards and push your right hip forward, chest is proud. Deep breath in here. Exhale, half split, straighten your left leg, flexing the toes, find length in your spine. Shifting the weight forward again, inhale, low lunge. Tap your right toes to the left side and turn over your right shoulder, gate pose, palms down, left razor edge of the foot is down. Reaching your left arm to the sky, inhale, open the chest. Exhale, lower down. Right arm to the sky, inhale. Exhale, lower down. Planting down the palms, step your right foot out. Turn your big toes in and find your wide-legged fold. This time, perhaps peace fingers take hold of your big toes, keeping your wrist joints long and bend the elbows wide again. Keep tightening behind the knees and feel like your inner thighs are wrapping around to the back of the room. One more breath in and out. Releasing the hands, coming down to the ground, half lift, inhale. Finding your deep wide goddess squat, toes and knees turn out wide, sitting low. This time, walk your elbows up onto your inner thighs and press the thighs out. Finding this opening in your inner groin. Nice, one more breath in and out. Arms open wide, straighten the legs, star pose, inhale. Turn your right toes in, left toes front, warrior two. Shimmy your stance if needed, so that way your left toe and knees pointed forward, right border of the foot is parallel. Gazing over your left middle finger. Flying warrior, straighten the left leg, palms touch. Inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Twice more, inhale. Feeling into the back right foot. Exhale, warrior two. Let's launch to the back right foot. Inhale, standing on the right foot, left toe down. Bring your hands to your heart space. Tighten through your right knee and push down through your right big toe. Slowly lift your left knee into stalk. Keep pressing down through your right big toe, pulling up through the knee. Find this sense of grounding, this steadiness in our posture and our gaze, and an ease in our breath. One more inhale and exhale. Kicking the left leg out, sweep the ground to runner's lunge. Keeping the back knee lifted, right hand down, left arm to the sky, easy twist, stacking shoulders. Option to lower the right knee or keep it off, finding our side plank. Left foot steps beside. Opening the chest. Inhale. Exhale back to plank pose. Knees or toes, taking your vinyasa. Maybe lower just a third chaturanga. And if you feel ready, press the arms straight, keep the belly and thighs off, flipping over the toes to up dog. Then pressing up over the toes to downward facing dog. Take another full breath in and a full breath out. Softly bending the knees, looking forward to your hands, and then walking or maybe jumping to the front to the mat, finding your forward fold. Half lift, inhale, lengthen the spine, crown of the head points forward. Exhale, bowing over your thighs and fold. Arms reach wide up to the sky, breathing in. Hands come to heart, breathe out. Lower the hands down by your side, mountain pose. Beautiful, we're going to come into one more round. This time we're going to layer it up a little bit. Reach the arms to the sky, inhale. Fold, exhale. Find the steadiness, find the ease within your body. Half lift, breath in. Left foot steps to the back of the mat. This time keep the back knee lifted. Fingertips on the earth, inhale, heart opens. Keep the feet as they are. Straighten the right leg to a wide pyramid. Shift the weight forward back to runner's lunge, inhale. Turn over your left shoulder, wide-legged fold. Planting the palms down, reaching your left arm to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale, right arm to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Turn the toes and knees out. This time sink into your left side, finding Skandasana, low or high. Knees are turned out and you're flexing your right foot to the sky. You can be quite high. You can sink your hips low. Heel can be on the ground or it can be lifted depending on your ankle and Achilles length. Take a full breath in. Exhale, journey through your goddess squat over towards the right. Nice, one more breath in. Exhale, journey back over to your left, Skandasana. Inhale, looking over your right shoulder. Exhale, open to warrior two. One flying warrior, inhale, straighten. Exhale, warrior two. Now shifting your weight to your left foot. Inhale, lifting up to your left. Hands come to your heart. Slowly lift the right knee to stalk. Pressing down through your left big toe, pull up through your knee. Can you open the right knee out to the side? This time, can you bring your heel either to your ankle, toe on the ground, press it against your calf below your knee, or lift it and press it against your upper thigh. You want to evenly press in with the foot against the thigh and resist. Finding this even inward pressure. Finding your stillness. A steadiness in your body, in your gaze, and some ease. Feeling the sense of grounding through your foot. Feeling the sense of lifting and bending with change. And maybe extending your branches, opening up to all the possibilities that await, extending your arms. Take another full breath in here. Exhale, kick your right leg out, brush the ground to runner's lunge. Easy twist, right arm reaches up to the sky. Option to lower the back knee and find your side plank. Maybe your right toe again slides up beside your thigh, finding a tree in side plank. Lift the hips high, hips are your center mass, making it the heaviest point. So find the ease with the lift. Exhale, plank pose. Taking your vinyasa or skip it, lower third chaturanga. Cobra up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a full breath here in your downward facing dog. Full breath out. Inhale, soften the knees, look to your hands. Walk, step or jump to the front of the mat and fold. Half lift, inhale. Fold, exhale. Arms to sky, breath in. Exhale, hands come down through your heart and by your side, a mountain pose. Coming into our second side now. Reach the arms up, inhale. Exhale, fold. Half lift, breath in. Stepping your right foot to the back of the mat, full runner's lunge. Keep the back knee lifted. Chest is proud, breath in. Wide pyramid pose, breath out. Keep the legs tight and straight. Shifting forward to runner's lunge, inhale. Turning over your right shoulder, wide-legged fold, breath out. Reaching your right arm to the sky, inhale. Exhale, lower. Left arm to the sky, inhale. Exhale, lower. Turn your toes and knees out towards your goddess and sink towards the right. Skandasana, low or high. Flexing the left toes to the sky, knees are wide. Take a full breath in. Exhale, journey through your deep goddess over to the left, Skandasana. Hands can be to the ground, to the heart, or anywhere in between. Good, one more breath in. Exhale, journey back over to the right. One more breath in. Looking over your left shoulder, warrior two. One flying warrior, inhale. Exhale, back to warrior two. Shifting to your right leg, finding your stalk pose. Take your time. Hands come to heart and bring your left knee into your chest. Pressing down through your right big toe, pulling up through your knee. Opening the left knee out to the side. Maybe your left heel comes against your ankle, toe on the ground. Foot against your calf below your knee, or go above the knee. Never on the joint of the knee. Nice. Finding a slight tuck of your pelvis. Pressing down through your right big toe, pulling up through your knee. Embrace the wobbles. Embrace the shakes of change. And then find a steadiness in your breath. An ease in your breath and mind. Maybe your hands stay to heart or slowly reach the arms up overhead and unfurl your branches. Feeling the sense of grounding, of steadiness, of being open to all the possibilities of change and to opportunities that may arise to grow. One more breath in. Exhale, extend your left leg out and brush the floor to runner's lunge. Well done. Grounding down right palm, easy twist left arm to the sky, inhale. Option to lower the back knee, open to side plank, left foot plants down. You can stay here or keep the hips lifted. Maybe left foot again comes into tree. Take another full breath in here. Exhale, plank pose. Final vinyasa if you like to take it, lowering chaturanga. Cobra up dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Nice. Take a full breath in here. And a full breath out. Softly bending the knees, looking to your hands, and walk or jump your feet wide of your hands, finding a malasana squat. So feet, toes and knees are turned out, and you sink your hips nice and deep. Hands can stay down on the ground or bringing your palms towards your heart space. Finding the sense of opening through the pelvis. Block is always invited if you like beneath the hips. For some, this is quite an easeful shape. For some, this is quite a strong shape. So just honor what feels best for you. Take another full breath in here. And a full breath out. Very carefully lowering your hands down and come into a seated position. Oh, I always struggle to get there. All right, let's come into boat pose. So leaning back halfway, squeeze your thighs together. You can lift one leg into boat or maybe both legs into boat. Little bit of core activation. Take a full breath in high boat. Exhale, extend the legs and lower the upper body down. Good. I go twice more. Inhale, lift high. Exhale, lower. One more. Inhale, lift high. Exhale, low boat. Hold the low boat for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lowering down. Cuddle perhaps your knees into your chest and take a little windscreen wipe side to side. Coming into happy baby, knees open wide beside your armpits. You can either hold your knees, you can hold your upper thighs, or maybe feet are flexed to the sky, holding your ankles or even the razor edges of your feet. Finding your spine is plugging down into the earth, opening through your hips. And focusing on deepening the breath. Taking full breaths in and full breaths out. Ultimately finding this steadiness and ease in the body, or as I like to surmise, as contentment. One more breath in and a breath out. Slowly releasing the legs and plant the feet down onto the mat. Arms open wide and take a little windscreen wipe, letting the knees fall to the right hand side. And then letting the knees fall to the left hand side. Just loosening and freeing up through the spine. And then when you're ready, either extend your legs long, laying on your back, or if you're needing to finish this practice a little more alert, you can end straight away into a grounded seat. Now feel welcome to pause this video now if you would like to take an extended Shavasana. Otherwise, we'll just take a few deep breaths together and close. Finding length in the spine and a grounded steadiness within the body and in the mind. And just allow yourself to let go of your physical surrounds. Let go of any of the thoughts circling in your mind. And just allow yourself to be. And when you feel content with your practice, you may slowly reawaken the body and the mind, and finish by bringing your palms together over your heart and taking a moment to feel this sense of deep gratitude. This gratitude towards this life, gratitude towards this earth, and gratitude towards everything that has come your way today. Aligning me, and is that in you? Until we meet again, thank you. I hope you find steadiness and ease in your day. See you next time.